Hello, everyone, and to episode 7 of FPL Scoop here on Footywit. I'm joined today by Michael Asidra. Michael, how was your game week 2?
Yeah, my game week was okay. It was okay.
Okay.
No many bad thing happened this game week, but why? I thank God I wasn't hit by it.
Okay, I think the highlight of the game week was no doubt Gabriel Jesus Hall. Like, nobody saw it coming, man. Some saw it coming anyway, some captained himself, but we're all about the Haaland and Salah and all that. So, but anyways, just before we go on and start, let's just quickly look at our teams. I think I'll go first. Game week 2, I ended with 65 points. I had Ramsdale in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Robertson, Cancelo, and James. The only people that returned for me were Cancelo and James. Trent returned 3 points, Robertson 2, Cancelo 11 points, and James 7 points. I think I was having an argument with someone about this Cancelo versus Walker something. And I was like, why Cancelo has that 7 million price tag because of things like this? It tends to come up with these attacking returns and not just the clean sheets. And James also did well too. He scored the goal. I had Bailey, Salah. Salah was my captain, 4 points. Rashford, 1 point. Martinelli, 8. Gabriel Jesus, 19 points. And then Kane up front, 8 points. So generally, this was my team. I ended up with 65 points, and I'm currently ranking 2.2 million in the world. So, but just to ask you, generally, what do you think of the Spurs versus Chelsea game? I think that was like another highlight of the weekend.
Like if I should say something now, they will say because I'm a Chelsea fan, that's why I'm in favor of my club. Yeah, normally, as in Chelsea, they are supposed to win the game. They played brilliant throughout the entire match. Like Tottenham, they were chasing the game right from the beginning. They were chasing, so Chelsea was supposed to have that, but for some of the ref decisions just went against us. So I'm not.
like,
if yeah.
This. Anyways, it's something that gives room. I feel someone was saying there's all is fair in love and war. So we like the violence that came out on the game, as Nigerians usually love violence and stuff. But anyways,
yes, exactly. Even like part of the word that favored we FPL managers is just like Perisic. He still gave us it gave us a time to still like consider him. If not for that attacking return, we would have Perisic is going this week. So but thank God at least he still favored us small.
Yeah. And I heard Senior even came off with an injury, so it's looking like Perisic will start. But we just want to hear from Preston first. So anyways, let's check out the team. Run us through your team for the game week and how you did.
All right.
I think you ended up with...
Yeah, I ended up with 67 points. Like normally, like the backbone in my defense were Cancelo and James. Normally, the thing with Cancelo is even if he does not play well, like he attracts the bonus points as in really good. Him and James, like they are bonus point magnets, so that's why they should be in your team. Even Trent too also. Like if you could observe from the game, like almost going to the ending of the match, he was like still the top number 3. He was still getting 3 bonus points until like when he started like missing some passes before he went down to 1 bonus point. Then like in the midfield, I wasn't expecting Bailey to play, so I'll get this guy off the bench for me. But at the end, it was like a frustrating time for me that Bailey came in the match and he didn't do anything. Then Neto was there. Neto was looking good. Then Martinelli also, like I was very, very happy when he scored because I was already going down. Then Salah, I saw this trend that Salah does not perform game week 2, so I couldn't take any chances there. That was why I captained Haaland, which he only gave us 1 attacking return. I mean, if you look at that scoreline, you'll be like, Haaland has scored like 2 goals. But Kevin De Bruyne and Gundogan, they subdue him. But as you said, the star of the week was Gabriel Jesus. So managers
Yeah.
were scared to go there, but it was worth the risk if you went.
Yeah, just talk about this captaincy something. The whole talk that Salah blanks in game 2. It's not. I don't think it's a worthy start, or it's not in any way something that qualifies why you should not be captain Salah. They easily Salah would have gone out of his way to pop that game week. It's just Liverpool are not so strong to start the season, and they're not doing as we expected. But anyways, look forward to now they will continue. But now let's talk about Bailey, because coming off after Gerrard went on to say Bailey's looking sharp, his feet, everything. Just for him not to start him, how terrible is that? Just I feel that it's FPL reminding us that it's FPL, things can happen. It was terrible. I was personally not happy. I was angry with himself. But the fact that Aston Villa then went on to score goals and return, like they scored, that attacked well, and Bailey was not involved, I was terribly pissed. But anyway, talking about Bailey, because of he's not guaranteed to start anymore, and we can't just wait for it, we have to look at some replacements. I feel like the major replacement that people have jumped on from him is this George Da Silva in Brentford. But we'll talk about Brentford in a bit. Apart from George Da Silva, is there anyone you can point out generally?
I think currently now, like, everybody is okay. No, like, too much performance there that you'll be like, okay, this guy, I'm taking him next. So, but
Yeah.
George Da Silva is like the one who has proven, like, okay, I can be in your team. I can be in your team. So personally, for me, I would still leave Bailey in my team currently, and I'll bench him, then play Perisic ahead of him. So that's like the idea for me this game week, if at all I'm to make any transfer, because I'm currently looking to hold my team for a very long time before my first wild card. So I don't think there's any worthy person of downgrading or of selling to replace with for Bailey currently now. But George Da Silva, although he started very good, but I don't think he can continue that form. So that's just the issue there.
Yeah, I didn't really want to jump on this George Da Silva stuff now, but about this Bailey replacement, I feel people jumped off him so much. He's already dropped in price to 4.9, so people jumped off him so much, and it was coming down in price, then George Da Silva was going up in price also, so it was like just perfect switch. And with George Da Silva's price, he's someone that you will not even mind playing in the bench. And with the way Brentford are playing now, let us go and talk about them. In the next 5 game weeks, they have Fulham away, Everton at home, Crystal Palace away, Leeds at home, and then Southampton away. They have one of the best set of fixtures now, which is why their assets are very attractive. Generally, in the team, Ivan Toney was the most popular last season in terms of Brentford assets. But now Josh Silva is coming to the mix, and I personally feel he's overperforming. It's not really, I wouldn't call it luck, but I feel he's overperforming the whole scenario. Just look at the goal he scored against Manchester United now. It was like Gay had it covered in a way and then just slipped. So generally, what do you think of him? Do you feel he's going to continue like this, or with this run of features, if he's going to continue, or it's just people are just jumping ship for nothing?
Not really. Normally, it depends on like the team structure and which Brentford are looking good at the moment. You understand? Because like you know how it works. Like I got a minus from Brentford, as in terms of ranking. If you use this live FPL.net, you see I got a minus from Brentford side. You understand? And if Brentford like keep playing good, I was like, okay, let me get a Brentford asset. So at least when Brentford perform, I'll get like a positive ranking from there, so at least to improve my overall rank. So, and looking to it, since I have Gabriel Jesus, as you said, the easiest switch to go for would be Da Silva. So if there's any reason I'll be looking to get a Brentford asset at the moment, it's going to be Da Silva, because their defense isn't really like looking that good. We know Man U was supposed to score in that match. We all expected them to score, but we don't know. You know the problem with Man U, I don't even understand now. So, but Da Silva is just a safe and good pick there to take.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's just it for Leeds anyway. And if you've tuned into this you're still into this, please smash a like on the video, subscribe and put on the notification bell so you won't miss any more content that will come your way. We usually do fan corner at least, I think twice or 3 times a month, where fans get to come on and rant talk about what their players have done, their club has done in the weekend. So be sure to subscribe. And if you are listening on the podcast, be sure to keep up with our episodes as we'll try our to do this every Thursday. So now let's go on. I would like us to talk about this Man United issue. The whole Man United versus Liverpool fixture is like a fixture of focus this game week, because Man United are not doing so well. They have 0 points. And Liverpool are not doing so well. They have gotten 2 draws from 2 games. So somebody was saying all Man United needs to do now to go above Liverpool just to win this game. This Man United versus Liverpool fixture, that is Monday night fixture, what do you think of it?
What I see from it is like a fixture to get your points from. Because I know, Liverpool now, they'll be like, okay, let's get this done. Let's register our first win here. I know, Man U, like, you guys beat them in the preseason. So it will now be, okay, these guys, they beat us. So we now need to, like, return the favor now here. And currently with the poor form Man U is, Liverpool, like, this is a perfect opportunity to, like, walk over currently now. And we know Salah is just, like, is a must-have here. Currently, like, he's top in my list for captaincy pick this week, because I know Liverpool have a statement to prove. Not just a statement to prove, because Man City have gotten 6 points from 2 games currently. So, and by standards, they are really behind. Because if you see, like, the points or, like, finishing the league, is always usually very close between City and Liverpool. So this is just a fixture for Liverpool to bounce back currently now, and I don't really think there's a way out for Man U here. Although you just need 3 points to go ahead, Liverpool. But I don't see any way.
They're so terrible. I felt so bad. I didn't watch the game, but I wasn't opportunity to watch the game. But I felt so bad. 35 minutes were already down 4-0. It was so terrible. Like, it was so terrible. They couldn't get things right. I think the guy was trying to play from the back one time, and so bad. I feel it's an opportunity for Liverpool to bounce back. But
yes.
I think Man United will give them problems, because we don't even know anything about the club now. They are not playing like players that their heads are in the game. They don't have that time. And Maguire is not even a perfect leader. He's bad. I think the best solution for Man United in a game like this, if they're trying to chase or trying to get points out of this game, the best thing for them in that back, they should start with Varane and Bailey. Maybe even, like, they should even bench Maguire. Maguire is not showing that leadership something. He cannot exert that leadership command if he's not doing well. And that's just like the major problem in that back line. And now they paired him up with 5'8" tall Martinez. And it was like a terrible combo.
It's weird.
Yeah, someone was saying Brentford capitalized on it so well, like, and were affected. It was so bad. It was so bad. So generally about this, I see you doubled up on the defense of Liverpool like me. So generally, do you think in this game they will keep a clean sheet? Or what do you think of Robertson and Trent's double up currently? Because a lot of people are looking to jump off their assets.
Yes. Currently, I have the double up Liverpool defense. I have Robertson in my team, and I have Trent in my team. So most people decided with Diaz instead of Robertson. So why I really back Robertson over Diaz is because, like, Diaz in a fixture like that, Salah can outperform Diaz anytime, any day. You understand? There's Salah, there's Nunes. Those guys can just cover this guy anytime. But the reason why I went with Robertson is because any clean sheet Liverpool gets is a plus for me. Even if Diaz does not perform anything, a clean sheet is a boost for me. And going into this Man U fixture, like, I had an FPL player. He told me that I should sell Robertson. I was like, no, I'm leaving him in my team. He's still going to be in my team because I know Liverpool, they have the potential. Like, if you look, I think they have 55% chance of keeping a clean sheet despite they are playing Man U. Yes, so that's why they are playing against Man U. The 55% chance of keeping a clean sheet still says a lot. So I'm still going to stick with those two at the back, because if there's a clean sheet, you understand, it's a very, very big point game for me. I know it's all about the points. So I'm very
Yeah,
glad I've been increasing in points and I like it. So just to keep up.
yeah. About the Robertson issue, I've moved on from Robertson currently. So we'll look at our teams later in a while. But the major issue I have, I even saw in Robertson, like in the team and the gameplay, Robertson was playing high up the field and everything, even higher than Diaz. So I wanted to keep him and stuff, but with the way they started on I was on Twitter Space. I own Deadline Space. I run every game week. On my Twitter handle, I Savvy FPL. What somebody was there talking about that the Liverpool defense is not ready for the season. They will do so badly, and I was there backing them because I own 2 Liverpool assets and everything. So they did not do it in that Crystal Palace game. They could have considered two goals. I think Zaha hit the post there. So I have moved on from Robertson currently, and it kind of helped me with some cash in order to change and restructure my team and everything. So, since we've talked about it, let's just go on to look at our teams. I think you should go first and walk us through your team.
All right. So, like,
Yeah,
not really much. I'm still having the same team.
Okay, yeah. So, are
Yeah,
you rolling the transfer?
I might still do a late switch, you understand? But I don't know for now. But there's a 70% chance I'm still going with this team. But just that Salah will be my captain for the week. That's the only thing I see for now. But I'll still be considering Gabriel Jesus as a captaincy option. And one very surprising thing is Cancelo too. I'm still backing him for the captaincy this week, but I don't really see myself changing much from this team. I'll still go by this team, but remember it is 70% chance I'm going by this team.
Yeah. Anyways, your team looks good. The only thing I feel, what do you think about Perisic? Perisic is starting on your bench, or are you going to swap him for Bailey?
That's what I said. I'll put in Perisic for Bailey, so I will have 5 at the back, then just 3 midfield. Yes,
and
then Salah with the
captain. Tottenham game is early kickoff, so you could get some league lineups.
Yes,
so
if
you just get any that Perisic is starting, it's a boost for everybody that owns him.
Yeah, he's in my team.
Anyway, so looking on to my team, I did some changes, some massive changes. As somebody was saying, I did some something. Anyways, I had 2 free transfers, so I moved from Robertson to Walker, just to give me that 2-back defense of Walker and Cancelo for Man City. Majorly, if anybody wants to triple up on the Man City Man City assets, I think the best way to go is having 2 defenders and then Haaland up front. I currently don't own Haaland anyway. So what I did with my 2 free transfers, I took a hit of -4 currently this game week. What I did with my 2 free transfers was Walker, Rodrigo, and Tony in for Robertson, Rashford, and Archer, my 3rd striker. So now, I brought in Walker, and now there have been talks that Gomez may start and everything. But I don't think Gomez will start immediately. I feel we'll have some opportunity to look at Walker and everything generally before Pep starts changing his team and everything. I don't think there will be much changes to Pep's side until Champions League starts. So in defense, I have Trent, Walker, Cancelo, James, and Neco Williams to start. Then midfield, I have Salah as my captain, Martinelli. Then up front, I have Tony, Gabriel Jesus, and Kane. The only thing I may change from this team is maybe playing Rodrigo ahead of Neco Williams. But I don't think Chelsea defense will concede. If Chelsea defense is not concede, there's no need of playing Rodrigo then.
So, yes, that's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to point out. Like, instead of like having double City defense, like I would even prefer like having like Kukurea in my team ahead of Walker. Since I see you only have James as your Chelsea option there, so having Kukurea ahead of Walker is a boost because the attacking potential of Kukurea is more than Walker, and Kukurea is like cheaper in price. So I feel that's what I would have gone for if I were the owner of this team. But it looks great.
Yeah. The only reason I went for Walker over Kukurea though is because Man City's ability to keep clean sheet in almost any game, like they are so good. They started well and everything. So I just want that guarantee of kind of maybe 2 clean sheets out of my defenders. Now look at I'm playing 5 defenders and I'm only having guarantee of 2 major league. Maybe James will bring an attacking return, but imagine if Chelsea concedes. It's going to be terrible. So this is my team. I will post my final team eventually on my Twitter handle at ISABFPL. So if you're not following me and you'd like to see my final team, like some few hours before the deadline, you can follow me now. And you can also follow Michael at FPL Rooster on Twitter. So do not follow Footywit on their social media handles and everything. On Instagram, Footywit, on Twitter, Footywit. So now let's look at our FPL league, our Footywit league. Our league is currently topped by Black Noah, Fufe and Larry. I don't know if you followed the video I did about our community league review. This Black Noah is also top of our league in Isavia FPL community, and he's my friend, so he's doing quite well. Shout out to Larry.
He's doing well.
Yeah, he had a very perfect start. I think he captained Gameweek this game too. So
wow.
That's courageous. Anyway, so shout out to Larry. Then second position is Suicide Squad. Danny Izwagi, or something. So shout out to Danny. And then Top XI has dropped from second position to third. So Top XI, shout out to you, you're still in top 5, so keep up. Then Tomiwa Bolanle, who's the own manager of XO team. Shout out to Tomiwa. And then fifth position is Champions FC, Ekong James. So shout out to these 5 managers who are currently top in our league. We look forward to seeing how they will continue with this form, or if we are going to thump them. I really hope I finish in top 5 in our league this season, because it's becoming hell of a season. Or what do you think? Do you think that these managers are going to give us some problems in our league this season?
Yeah, like if you look, like there's this name I saw there, Danny. Danny, if you follow up from last season, you see that he chased the league a lot. Like from last season, he was a disturbance, and now he's still here. That's to show that he's very good, because the consistency is something. So I think like it's going to be the one to watch for now, because after 2 game week, he's second position, not far from first position. So he's like the one to watch for me. Currently, I think I'm in 21, but not much separate. Too much separation. Yeah, the difference is not much. So in a game week, I can just cover everything.
Yeah. So shout out to these top 5 FPL managers. If you're listening or if you've watched the video, be sure to drop a comment in the comment section so we'll acknowledge you and show some congratulatory messages to you. So that's it for now. We'll see you next week Thursday for episode 8 for game week 4. Be sure to be in touch and stay tuned. I think that's bye from me, and all right.
Yeah, bye, and also bye from me.
All right.